Well, if I think about what inspires me in my work, I think the most apparent thing for me is like nature and being in the natural world and being among the trees and the breeze and the birds and just really feeling integrated into a greater whole. I really carry that feeling with me into my work.
In speaking to many artists about the art-making process, some artists will claim this and some won't, that they sometimes feel as if everything that they're making is not necessarily in their hands or in their full control, that there's a level at which they sometimes feel like they are a conduit.
When I enter my work, it's really going into an altered state of consciousness, really, you know, finding that space where you are among the wholeness of everything. It took a lot of work to get to where I am in my creative process now. Every experience in my life is in some way connected to my artwork. It's not a linear thing. It's not a you know, this experience connects to, you know, this specific stroke or this specific color or shape. It's the mystery. It's the engagement with this altered state of consciousness, which I engage in when I'm working. I'm inspired by little things. You know, a shadow that I'll see walking, you know, in the middle, you know, of the street that happens to fall just so. You know, the light that falls on a tree in the middle of the night. You know, a color that I see. It's going into that internal record and you know, becoming absorbed and translated and changed and, you know, mutated and, you know, and it comes out in a way that I could never even imagine. And basically it's been a process of trusting that and letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, and allowing myself to be open to what comes. And, you know, I feel that it's, you know, myself and something greater than myself. So there are definitely aspects in the work that may be intensely personal and come from my personal life. And there may be, and there are, you know, instances in the work that are completely of not myself and that come from, you know, a collective consciousness. I'm not looking for things, I'm allowing things to unfold, and I'm allowing what wants to appear. I feel like that's kind of how I approach my work in a whole. You know, I like to say that my work is you know, manifesting mystery itself without the search for answers. I'm not trying to do anything. My intention is to be intentionless, which I guess in and of itself is an intention, but I accept that contradiction. You know, I'm just allowing or attempting to allow myself to be open and to allow what comes to come. And I feel like it's the same thing when I'm walking down the street. I was walking down the street one day. I noticed on the ground it was a date book that pages had been ripped out of, and it was just laying there on the ground. And to me, it struck me as like, this is somebody's life. These are their appointments, this is their routine, and it's just laying out there on the street. And for some reason, it really struck me as sort of accessing some stranger who I'll never meet, their life. And you know, most people would walk by and just see it as something that should be thrown away, but for some reason, to me, it was like a profound connection with a stranger, another human on this earth, and it was a beautiful moment.